Bitcoin went below $100,000 for a couple of hours, guys. We're gonna have a look into that, and of course what are my expectations here for the next coming hours and days, because I think that a very nice bounce is incoming, and that bounce, guys, will tell us if we're still in a bull market or if the bear market is finally confirmed and that we should look out for a bearish 2026. So welcome everyone, my name is Alessandro. I'm here to update you every day whatever is going on here in the crypto space, so make sure to be subscribed, guys. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers. At 3K, we're gonna do a nice $100 giveaway for you. So be active, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to this channel, and of course also check out all exchanges that I'm using if you want to trade the Bitcoin, altcoins, and so on. Because today we're gonna cover a potential good trade setup as well. Especially if you want to trade that event, you can do that, for example, on Bitunix, because here you can sign up without KYC, nothing. Just sign up with your email, get this nice sign up bonus, and then of course you can also participate on this special event where you can even win some prizes. So if you are anyway trading, guys, then make sure to do that over on Bitunix. Sign up with my link to get this nice bonus here if you use my link. I'm gonna put it right at the top. And remember, guys, that everything that I'm doing here in this video and in all of my videos is of course no financial advice. So I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research always, guys. So if you're taking a trade, it's always your merit. Do your own research. I'm just showing you my own opinions, my own price analysis and price predictions and my own trades and so on. So of course, if you want to copy me, then you can do that. Make sure to be following me to get daily updates here, of course. And I'm sharing everything with you, especially when it comes also to new upcoming cryptos. You know that currently I'm watching out for new cryptos that are launching in the next coming weeks and months, like Bitcoin Hyper, for example, or Pepe Note that we can buy and stake for 600% and so on. We have everywhere bullish news coming out about those new cryptos. Even ChatGPT is predicting that some of those coins has the potential to pump like crazy, like this new Doge coin here, Maxi Doge, or Pepe Note, of course, this new little Pepe game that is upcoming. And of course, Bitcoin Hyper, the layer 2 on top of Bitcoin that will come out. All those projects you're going to find here in the video description, especially Bitcoin Hyper, Best Wallet, Maxi Doge, Pepe Note, and so on. There aren't so many anymore, guys. Most of them came out. So those are the remaining ones that will come out next year, probably, or end of this year. For example, Best Wallet is coming out in less than 25 days. So hurry up if you want to get some, guys, before the big launch on exchanges. And of course, as always, guys, investing and trading in the crypto space is high risk. And we have seen that, of course, again, here with the last few hours, we have seen a huge dump here in the Bitcoin price. And remember, guys, that I front run a bit the market a few days ago. I wanted to open up a long position down here at around 104K, and now we crashed down another $5,000. I'm not liquidated or anything like that, but of course I could have gotten a better entry if I just would have waited, because if you are trading with my indicators, then you can see that we have a buy signal right now confirmed. So I think that very soon, let me quickly mute my phone. I think that very soon we are going to get a nice bounce, and that bounce, guys, will determine if we are in a bear market or not. So currently in the 3 and 4 hour time frame after this huge dump, we are retracing back into the Keltner channels. That's already a good sign, and also we're getting buy signals right now. So we have to look at what are the potential targets right now for a nice bounce. If we get a nice bounce from here on, of course, we have now a lot of resistances in front of us. And therefore, of course, I did a Fibonacci retracement from the current all-time high to the current low. Let's assume that this is the low for now, and where could we heading to? So first of all, we have some resistances here where those Fibonacci retracements are lining up, also perfectly matching with the price action that we are seeing here. So first of all, we have $104,700 as the next major resistance, so Bitcoin can easily have a V-shaped recovery here to 104, 105K. If we break it, then the next one is at $108,000. If we break this one, the next one is at $111 or $112,000, and so on. So those are the potential targets here of this bounce. And looking at the 4 hour time frame, I think we have very good chances to come all the way up here between, let's say, 106 to 108K. That's a very probable that we're going to reach that, also because the top side of the Keltner channels is right here. So even if we see a big move towards 108K, we are still not out of the woods, and we just would see a test of the top side of the Keltner channels and this fib line here, the 382 at $108,000. That would mean, of course, that also many altcoins will have a nice rally. You're gonna see Ethereum, Tron, Solana, all of them that got decimated in the last couple of hours have a nice and powerful bounce probably. but that doesn't mean that we are out of the woods. In order to be out of the woods, I would say that we need to push as soon as possible back above this resistance here, the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement at the 0.5 at around 112k, or even better above the bearish retracement level up here at 115k, the 618, where we got rejected basically with every run that we have seen. And we can easily come up again to retest this area. That's not a problem. But of course, we're going to see what happens next, because the 4-hour time frame is starting to look more bullish than bearish. I think that the local low here is in. And from here on, we have the potential to go higher. If we go over into the daily time frame, here you can see that we bottomed out here basically at the bottom side of the candle channels, and the indicators are not yet flashing to buy. So this is the problem currently on the daily time frame. We have no buy signal yet. And also, if we go over into the lines chart, you can see that previously here we had a lot of support at those support trend line, at the support trend line here, and resistance up here. So the problem is that Bitcoin now is trading between this range here. So that means that we can easily fall anytime down to 95k, and we have this resistance here at 105k on the daily time frame. So we want to see daily closes back above 105k to at least have the chance to rally towards the median line at 110k or the top side at 117k. And you can see that this is also more or less lining up here with this previous resistance that we have here. So I think if we're getting a dead cat bounce or anything like that, it's possible that we're going to retest here the 112, maybe $115,000 level, and then reverse and start the bear market. Or if we are still in a bull run and we should expect new all-time highs, it's possible, of course, that Bitcoin here rallies, goes above 115k, and then is starting a completely new run, a parabolic run, maybe into December or something like that, into new all-time highs. On the weekly time frame, we are looking bearish at the moment. If we would close below 103k on the weekly scale, the indicators are all shifted to the downside. That's bearish, of course, and you can see that we had a couple of times here some wicks to the downside on the 50 weekly moving average. But if we would close for the first time below the 50 weekly at 103k, then I think this is the confirmation that the bear market has started. Even if this week we're gonna close below the 50 weekly moving average and next week we would recover back above, even then I would assume that this could be a fake out, a fake recovery, a fake bounce before we definitely are heading lower. So we really don't want to see here a weekly close below the 50 weekly moving average. So this week in 4 days, we have to recover as soon as possible back above 103k. Then at least we have the chance for a continuation of the bull run. And even then, if we close below 112k, you can see that we would close below this rising wedge. So this rising wedge that we're forming here, we would then, because we have a breakout to the downside, we would then just confirm the new resistance before we head down. So this is something that we keep an eye on in the next coming days and weeks, because I told you I think a bounce is incoming. Doesn't matter if we close here now below the 50 weekly moving average or above. And something a bit concerning is of course here the monthly time frame, because of course here was quite bearish for quite some time, just because we were for many months trading below the top side of the candle channels, and that is usually a bearish sign. And you can see that here, if we open up the indicators, we have of course everywhere bearish divergence, everything is coming down of course, and also my confirmation indicator we have right now a sell signal. And the problem is if November is going to close negative, so if we're going to close below the 9 monthly moving average, so also here below 104k, then you can see that this momentum wave, this momentum trigger will shift to the downside. Whenever we are up or sideways, the trend continues. But whenever this one is shifting down, so if we close in red for November, then this is a signal, or in the past at least, it was always a signal that the bear market has started. Doesn't matter what the price action is doing. You can see that also here in 2021. Here we had the momentum all the time up, and then at some point it came down. So here you can see, let me quickly open up like this. Here you can see that the bull run started and it stayed all the way up here. And here was Bitcoin at around 69k, and then it started to go down. And this is basically the beginning then of the bear market right here until it flats out. And the same is also here in 2017. You can see from here on bull market. I can zoom out here a little bit. From here on we started to go up. This is the momentum going up. staying above. So the bull run was all the time ongoing here basically until this one was shifting down. Of course, it's a lagging indicator, but it's basically just confirming that we are in the middle or at the beginning of a bear market right now. And afterwards, you can see that Bitcoin corrected a lot afterwards. I mean, we were also here getting rejected by the top side of the Keltner channels at 12K. And afterwards, once we got this confirmation everywhere, we had this huge crash into the 50 monthly moving average where we bottomed out then. The 50 monthly moving average, by the way, is at the bottom line of the Keltner channels, currently at 56K, also matching our rising wedge target down here. And in my opinion, if this is really going to play out, then we would reach those targets probably at the end of next year. So we will not go straight down in 1 month or in 1 day to that target. This is of course going to take several weeks and months, and until then we're gonna have also many bounces, maybe even to new all-time highs and then crash down. Everything is possible. But I'm just warning you guys that the monthly time frame is not looking good at the moment. Things can reverse. We have the chance right now. So let's see what this bounce will bring. But I'm pretty confident that based on the 4 and 3 hour time frame, the daily time frame has not flipped bullish yet, but it can be like that in the next coming hours if today we're gonna see the beginning of the bounce. Let me know if you catch Bitcoin below 100K, guys. If you catch some at here at 99K. Would be great, of course, but as I told you guys, now it's the decision point, bull run or bear market is started. And here on the US dollar dominance, of course, we also have to watch out what is going on here, because we have here a potential breakout to the upside. Let's see if this is going to end up in a false breakout, because also we have the 200 weekly moving average right in front of us. So if here we are getting rejected again and we calm down, then of course the bull market continues. But if here we're starting to consolidate above the 200 weekly and then start an uptrend, here we are inverse correlated, then I think that the bear market again is confirmed because of that. So stay tuned, guys. Be subscribed. I keep you updated, of course, whatever is going on here in the crypto space. And of course, later on, we're going to have also some updates on new upcoming cryptos, because currently I'm bullish more for those low market cap coins that are launching. You can see on different exchanges, whenever they're launching, they're doing their own thing. Doesn't matter what the market is doing. And that's why right now I'm trading Bitcoin. I'm focusing into Bitcoin, not touching the altcoins too much. Of course, if you wanted to buy cheaper Ethereum, Tron, and Solana, go ahead. But I'm currently buying more into those new hyped upcoming cryptos. Also, Sui is very good. This is a new Sui DEX that is upcoming. So I think also for preparation of the next bull run or leg up, it's not a bad idea to have also some low market cap in your portfolio. Check them out, guys. Links in the video description. Until then, I salute you. Be careful if you're trading with leverage out there, guys. No financial advice. It's very high risk right now. But if I would enter into a trade right now, I would be definitely longing right now at around $101 to $101,500. Something like here should be okay to long. But of course, no financial advice. It's just what I'm doing, just what I would do right now. So thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned, be subscribed, and see you all in the next one. Bye for now.